You've eaten Tim Hayward's wonderful 3-bird roast or Allegra's vegetarian creation, and you're feeling just a little bit rich around, heavy around the middle, and now you've got to face Christmas pudding. This is a way of having all the joy and pleasure of Christmas pudding, but let's say turning tradition on its head. It is a Christmas pudding souffle, and it's to be served with brandy butter ice cream. And to get things in the right order, we'll start by making the brandy butter ice cream, because you've got to get that churning away while you're making the souffle. So the ingredients for that are, as you start with making any ice cream, you've got to make it with a custard, so that's milk, a couple of egg yolks, the flavouring agent, which is the brandy butter, be generous with that, and then, of course, the cream. So first off, let's start heating the milk over here, and we just separate out the eggs. Now, I think if you're sensible and clever, what you do is you always separate them into a ramekin first, because you don't want any trace of the egg yolk. So that's 1 egg yolk and 1 egg white. And let's do a second one, just carefully separating them out like that. I've just whisked up the egg yolks slightly, and now I'm going to get the milk and pour it in, whisking as you do so that it doesn't actually curdle and turn into scrambled custard. Pour that back in like that. Okay, now I'm going to go over to the cooker over here, put this back on the heat, and wait for this to warm through and become a custard. Doing this nice and carefully. I'm going to take that off because that's beginning to, as you can see, it's just beginning to thicken up like that. We can just leave that on the side to cool down. You need at least, I would say, at least 150 grams of brandy butter. And I'm just going to do a little quality control. Oh, yummy. The custard now a lovely consistency. You let it cool down slightly so that it doesn't cause the butter to separate. And I'm just folding that in, really. There's a little bit of heat left in the custard, which will help melt down the brandy butter. Mix that up so it's a nice, smooth, homogeneous whole. Pretty much ready for the penultimate process, which is the double cream. As far back as I can remember, I've had a passion for cream. It was something that I grew up with. I hope to grow old with. We get the whisk, and it's just a matter of whisking that until the cream begins to thicken. You want it actually quite stiff. All you're doing is beating some air in, and that will also help keep the ice cream itself nice and light. So, yeah, and fold that over and over and over like that. A quick taste just to make sure everything is, that's really rather good. Okay, into the ice cream machine. If you don't have an ice cream machine, not everybody does, not to worry, it's very easy. You just put it into a plastic container and put it in your freezer and give it a stir every now and then so that it retains that lovely sort of smoothness that good ice cream should have. On with that. That's it. Could anything be easier? Could anything be more delicious? We'll see.